still processing more that Massie actually lost. That really I knew it was a real possibility, but I'm still a little surprised it happened.
The defeat of longtime Republican Congressman Thomas Massie Tuesday night, the stunning defeat there in northern Kentucky, even coming as a shock to the Democratic nominee. Did you know there was a Democrat in this race now in the 4th Congressional District?
Yep, it's Melissa Strange of Kenton County, and she will face the Trump-endorsed Republican Ed Gallrein in November.
We're hearing from her for the first time tonight. The 4th Congressional District, centered around a large stretch in northern Kentucky, is a Republican stronghold, as you know by now. As political reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez found out today, Melissa Strange hopes she can get the support of Massie's voters.
Anything we can reuse is gold.
Picking up her campaign signs in Florence, Kentucky after a primary night win, Democrat Melissa Strange of northern Kentucky turns her attention to November to face the Republican not named Thomas Massie.
They used a lot of dirty tricks, but we stayed the course.
I feel like what happened to him wasn't right. I feel like they tried to buy that seat from him.
Strange was surprised to see the longtime 4th District Kentucky congressman fall to the Trump-endorsed Ed Gallrein.
I will be able to get independent support.
Now she tells me she plans on courting the tens of thousands of Massie voters who are frustrated by Tuesday's election results.
Absolutely, yes. Many of the things that he's done recently, like with the Epstein files, with some of the other things, taking the stand against the war and things like that, I'm aligned with that. I would do exactly the same thing.
Strange, who talked to me in a Boone County coffee shop, is an academic coach and supply chain director. She won the Democratic primary with 72% of the vote. She's calling herself a reasonable alternative to Gallrein. He did an interview with Terry Miners on WHAS radio after his victory over Massie.
I look forward to working with the president and his team, in order to best represent these folks out here in these 21 counties, because they deserve better, and I'm going to give it to them than what we've had for the past, 7 terms from the previous congressman, otherwise known as Misrepresentative Massie.
Owen County Republican Robert Murray voted for Gallrein. I asked him about Strange's chances in the general election for a seat that hasn't held a Democrat in more than 20 years.
I think the issues speak for themselves, and I think the Republican people will vote Republican.
But Strange sees it differently. She believes her promise to root out corruption and what she calls a broken government in Washington will win over swing voters.
We have to get this money out of politics. It's insane.
And she says her willingness to compromise will resonate, which is where she draws a stark contrast to Massie.
If you're going to go there and you're going to function in that environment, you're going to have to learn how to deal with it, rather than just always saying no, that he always would do, because then it never got us anything. And that was always the problem.
More on this as we invite you to watch a brand new episode of The Powers That Be. It's now on the WHAS 11 app. We discuss where Massie lost this election, hearing from voters. It's on WHAS 11 Plus. Download it free from wherever you get your apps.